Right, stream's starting up, so we'll be on in a second. I'll tell you when we're on and everything's working.
Where's YouTube?
Right, stream's starting.
I'll do us a solid and I'll share the link.
What a boy!
I do try. Oh my god, let's. I've just had my thingy come up.
Yep, sounds fine.
Banging, share, copy link. No. Face cack. Go from me to D&D Media. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A bit later than we anticipated to be, but here we are. It's grand final second leg time. We're only about 10 days later than normal, than scheduled, sorry. And I'm joined by Mr. Dylan Hodgetts. How are we doing this evening, sir?
Cold, man. It's definitely the winter now.
You're not wrong, me old fruit. You are not wrong.
Makes a change. There's no rain, to be honest with you.
Well, it does, to be fair. Track looks immaculate.
Does look good.
Big Stuart's done a good job.
And we have had dry weather yesterday and today, and there's been a fair bit of breeze around as well, so the track will have dried out nicely.
Always helps.
It does, yeah, it does.
Obviously, the big question on everybody's mind is, can Leicester turn over this 18-point deficit?
They're going to need to start strong, aren't they? They're going to need, you'd almost say, 5-1s in 2, maybe 3 of the first 4 to have any opportunity.
Oh, 100%.
Should we have a look at the team lineups, Mush?
Oh, go on then.
Do you want me to do the hosts and you do the visitors?
Yeah, go on then.
You can go first then.
So, for your Apty Bellevue Aces, their team managed by Mark the Sour Lemon. At number 6, he was in hero last night, Jake Mulford.
7.
At number 5...
7.
Sorry. Oh, I've had a bear. At 7, he was in hero last night, Jake Mulford. At number 6, it's Antivirus, Anti-Viewlast. At 5, he's a bit ginger, that's Dan Bewley. At 4... he's cooking up Summit Ben Cook. At number 3, Jam Jar German Lidsey. At number 2, Norrit Bladon, and some ginger guy called Brady goes at number 1.
Man to watch?
German Lidsey. I've gone for him because even though obviously we know Bellevue's got a nearly 20-point lead, Leicester are going to be very, very tough around their home circuit. And they have beaten Bellevue by quite considerable margins this year, and I think if Bellevue are to lift that trophy at the end of the evening, German's performance is going to have to be second to none.
I'm going to go with Ben Cook. He came back from his injury last night at Poole, looked phenomenal. I know Poole weren't up against much. Sorry, Palmer. But
He didn't have to remind me.
But he came back, he did what he needed to do. I think he got a paid maximum. So he looked
full 12-point maximum.
Yeah, he looked unbeatable, and I think he'll be a vital part of the Aces team tonight. The Leicester team looking to make up this 18-point deficit. Team managed by Stuart Dixon, who's been hard at work on the track all over the last couple of days. Their rising star at number 7 is Sam Hagan. A man who started the season with them at reserve comes back in for the last meeting of the season. Drew Kemp guests at number 6 with the October averages coming into play. Ryan Douglas goes at number 5, Luke Becker at 4, Sam Masters at 3, Richard Lawson at number 2, and Max Frick at 1. Palmer, your Leicester man to watch.
I've gone for Richard Lawson tonight. He is probably the best number 2 in the Premiership. And in any other team, he would almost definitely be a heat leader. And, to get them extra points at that sort of position in a team is going to be pivotal.
I'm going to go for Drew Kemp, the guest. I think he's got a point to prove. I think a lot of the Leicester fans were a little bit frustrated when Drew got released, but he's earned his opportunity to go back tonight. He's had a really good season at Championship level, been a little bit unlucky in the Premiership with losing team spots and stuff, but I think he knows his way around the track, and if his confidence is up, I think he could be absolutely pivotal for Leicester if they're to make any inroads into this deficit.
Yeah, 100%.
Crowd looks fantastic, doesn't it? Absolutely rammed.
It's jam packed, especially on the first bend. The Belle Vue massive.
They do take a lot of fans, don't they, Belle Vue? There's Phil McGlynn on the camera in the orange high-vis. What a boy. And the entire first bend, second bend, third and fourth bends are all filled with fans.
Yeah, it's good to see packed out stadiums as well. To be fair,
it's just a shame we don't get it all the time.
I saw something the other day where, like, the meeting at Belle Vue the other night and this meet will probably have no more than sort of 3,500 people in. The under-24 final in Poland earlier this week had 6,000 spectators.
Yeah, it's a shame, and Speedway in Poland is the big sport, but it is a shame, that meetings and Speedway over here. We've said this for years, but it's just not publicised right, is it?
No, and it's like no matter how hard, us two being sort of unpaid marketing managers for our teams. No matter how much we do, we just can't seem to get the people in.
No, they advertise it all wrong, don't they? They advertise it to people who already know about it, and that's like it's like advertising vegan stuff to vegans, isn't it? They already know about it. They're not going to buy it. You need to advertise it to people who don't already know about it.
Exactly.
There's one of them stupid sombreros.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on then, Palmer, let's put you on the spot. Predictions for the result tonight?
Leicester are going to do it. 55-35.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 12-point home win on the night, but I think they'll just miss out. I think it'll be 51-39 on the night, and I think they'll just miss out just by a few points on the title overall. But again, a lot will depend on how they start the meeting. You need a 5-1 from Max Frick and Richard Lawson in Heat 1. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, we know Brady Kurtz is in the GP Challenge tomorrow, and if he's got that desire to get into the GPs, does he just ride it safe tonight so he's fully fit for that meeting tomorrow?
It almost looked like that what he was doing. That was what he was doing in Sweden the other night. Dan Bewley the same.
100%.
But I guess we'll wait and see. Alan is here as well. Alan's going to be keeping an eye over things and listening into what's said to keep us updated.
So if we do bring him in it.
Al, you got any predictions? I'll bring him in now, Palmer.
I'm actually going to agree with Palmer. I think they'll do it. But it'll be very close.
Amazing insight from the McNally man.
Yep.
And we will bring Alan in at some point.
We do apologise in advance.
So the riders are pushing off for heat number 1. I don't know if they're back from the ad break on Eurosport yet. Obviously, we're watching on Discovery, so they don't go on an ad break on there.
Big up Discovery.
And Max Frick, we both said this when we watched along to the first leg. He was very, very disappointing at Belle Vue.
He wasn't great, was he?
And the meeting did really get away from him in the tricky conditions. They just didn't look up for it, did they? When it got a bit wet.
No, but obviously tonight's a new night, new track, and Leicester are pretty good at home.
They are, yeah, they are. And a big start is vital. There's no, a shared heat in Heat 1 would probably be the word, or a heat advantage, obviously, to Belle Vue. You could have some issues.
Yeah, 100%. But to be fair though, gates 2 and 4 normally are pretty good to start with at Leicester.
They are, and Leicester are on them early on. So the lineup for heat number 1, going off the inside gate in yellow for the Aces, is Norwich Bladorn. Gate number 2 in blue for the Lions is Richard Lawson. Gate 3 in white, it's the skipper of the Aces, Brady Kurtz. And off the outside in red, it's the skipper of the Lions, Max Frick. How would your nerves be if you were coming out knowing that you needed a heat advantage at the bare minimum in this one, and you've got the first race of the night, you don't know how the tapes are going to go?
I'd be absolutely bricking it.
But you have got a lot of experience in Max Frick and Richard Lawson here.
I mean, them two alone have probably been in more playoff finals than all the other 12 riders combined.
And other than Drew Kemp, who doesn't really count as a guest, we've got a playoff final with the 2 signed teams. Obviously, Drew he's a guest technically, but started the season with Leicester. But we've got 14 riders, no guests, no rider replacement.
Stop the world, this is not British Speedway. What are we doing with our life?
Palmer for the first time tonight. Take us away, son.
So, Big James Spencer, the start marshal this evening, walks away for the first time tonight. The riders look at the tapes and the tapes rise. Away we go. It's a very, very solid start there. Off gate number 2 from Richard Lawson. Now Kurtz tries to come blasting round the outside and he does just that. So it's now Brady Kurtz that has a solid lead over Richard Lawson, with Max Frick in third, just about having to have a big challenge from German Norwich Bladorn. 3 laps left to go though of this lap. Can the Lions do anything about Brady Kurtz? As now Bladorn looks to come up the inside there of Max Frick. This is not the start the Leicester Lions wanted from this heat number 1. Brady Kurtz, he's away, he's gone. He could go get himself a dodgy hot dog. And yeah, he's checked out. He's gone. He's been like, bye Travel Lodge, I'm gone. Lawson there doing a very, very solid job there in the second position, which he's probably expected to do, to be fair. Max Frick again struggling though this evening. It's not what we're used to from Max Frick. I don't know if it's bike setup, I don't know if it's his mentality, or if he's just a bit crap. But as we come to the line, Brady Kurtz wins, and then Richard Lawson comes second.
And that wasn't the start that Leicester needed. It's as simple as that.
No.
Richard Lawson did make the gate. He got the initial jump. Brady Kurtz just kept it wound on and he was straight round. So the result of heat number 1 was a win for the rider in white, Brady Kurtz. Second in blue, Richard Lawson. And third in red, Max Frick. Points divided 3 apiece on the night. The aggregate score, Leicester 39, Belle Vue 57. Richard Lawson actually makes the initial jump. Brady Kurtz just gets the drive. Max Frick tries to come across him and Brady just gives him the elbow. Max Frick was far too easily moved out of the way there.
The thing is, and I've said this to a person who I call Mrs. Max Frick. It's not actually Max Frick's
yeah, I know
Mrs.
what you mean, yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The problem with Max is, I like the guy.
He's not got that ruthless edge.
On track is too nice.
Yeah, he's not got that ruthless edge.
His style would fit in fine at Scunthorpe, because we've just got riders that are too nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, Callum, if you're listening, have you deleted that man from that group chat yet?
Yeah.
It's already insufferable and we've had one heat.
God, I ain't even looking at that. I might just block him. Give us all a bit of peace and quiet. This race it's always important for the reserves. This has just become even more important. Yeah, I do absolutely agree with what you say about Max Frick being too nice.
There's just no angriness about him. Like,
if that was a Freddie Lindgren or a Nicky Pedersen, they wouldn't have let Brady Kurtz bully him out of the way in the first turn.
Exactly.
You do need a number one with a little bit of balls about them, don't you? They ain't afraid to throw a bike at somebody if they need to.
Well, talking of having a number one with balls, I want to say congratulations to Kyle Howarth. Not that he watches this, because his bird popped out a kid, and that helped via his little pals.
The line-up for heat number 2, going off the inside gate in red for the Lions, Drew Kemp. Gate 2 in white for the Aces, Antivulas, absolutely vital in the first leg and in the semi-finals he was. Sam Hagan goes off gate 3 in blue, the rising star for the Lions, and the rising star for the Aces off the outside, Jake Mulford, who was absolutely fantastic in a guest booking for Scunny last night at Poole.
He was rider of the meeting for me. Not that we had much option for that. Dan Bewley's monster hat looks really nice.
I know, I want it.
Should we get a quick flight over to Leicester? Land on the centre green.
Sam Hagan nearly fell off his bike coming to the start then.
That's not a good idea. And there's some smoke coming from Antivulas's back there off gate 2, but it's jet propelled him to the front, and it's Jake Mulford that joins him up the front. Now, what could Kempy Bollocks do? He's there, he's pushing Jake Mulford in second. Sam Hagan's a million miles at the back, to be fair. But the Ace is on a 5-1 again. This is not what Leicester want or need. They need 5-1s, and they're just not getting them at the minute. I know we're on 2 weeks in, but, it's like the Belle Vue only need another 30-something points, and that's it, it's done, and they're going to get 5 of them here. So, big comeback after this race needed for Leicester. Drew Kemp's giving Jake Mulford a hard time there in second, but Jake's just holding the right line, and, the track's still developing a little bit, but, Sam Hagan may as well have just stayed at the chip shop round the corner.
Drew.
Antivulas is out in front, but Kemp's trying round the outside. Now, can he make a move on this last corner on Jake Mulford? Oh, no, he hasn't.
That's dangerous riding, if ever I've seen it.
Was it dangerous riding, or did Drew shed a train?
Jake Mulford went straight into the side of him. Jake Mulford went straight into the side of him. That's got to be looked. That was very, very hard there from Jake Mulford. I don't even think he was in control when he did it.
Drew Kemp, understandably, Drew Kemp not a happy bunny.
We'll wait for that. I think Drew might be having a. No, he's just looking at the bike. Jake Mulford's gone to apologise. Drew looks like he's accepted it. He nodded his head. It was racing.
He's absolutely fuming.
He's fuming. He had him then as well.
He did.
The result has been given as a 5-1 to Belle Vue, and it was a win for the rider in white, Antivulas. Second in yellow, Jake Mulford, and third in Heriot in blue, the third place, Sam Hagan, with Drew Kemp retiring. That was hard. That was very hard, because Drew had him. I think it was desperate, I think is the word I'd call it, from Jake Mulford. But he just goes straight into the side of him. That's the kind of move we'd pull on Speedway Challenge or STS or something.
It wasn't the cleanest of moves, was it? But yeah, it wasn't ideal.
Drew definitely had the pace. He just paid the price for a slow start. I'll be interested to see that again. He just clouts into the side of him.
He does.
And I think it's now. Yeah, it's here. Nah, Mulford's out of shape. For me, that should be an exclusion. If Drew comes down, Mulford goes for that. He's out of shape. Look, locks up, clouts him.
There's just clear contact there.
That should be an exclusion for the rider in yellow, in my opinion.
There's nothing in the rules to exclude a rider for dirty riding.
They've took it out, haven't they? Yeah, I know that fella. He was spannering for Piotr Pavlicki this year. And that's knackered that bike up.
Yeah, that bike's seen better days.
As that 5-1 all but wrapped the title up for Belle Vue already. This is 5-1 or bust for Leicester, you feel here?
Cannot agree more.
The more you watch that replay, though, the more, for me, if Kemp goes down, Mulford's excluded, so why shouldn't he be excluded just because Kemp stays up?
Exactly. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen a rider excluded for dirty riding.
It used to be a thing, didn't it? It used to be a regular thing. I've seen it a few times as well, and they took it out of the book. It's that Cook spanner in for Ben, as they usually do for each other when the other one is riding and they're not. But this is absolutely massive now for Leicester. You're almost in last chance saloon already. The Belle Vue need 28 points to become champions.
And let's be honest, Dan Buell is not going to have a crap night, is he? So the engine room of the team, this is where, it's safe to say for both sets of both teams, this is the pairing that need to really step up.
So the line up for heat number 3, going off the inside gate in white, Jamin Lidsey. Gate 2 in blue, Luke Becker. Gate 3 in yellow, Ben Cook. And off the outside in red, Sam Masters.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Tell you something though,
race.
The Leicester kit has really grown on me as the season's gone on.
It does look like Will Cairns is design.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Just in red and yellow.
It does,
definitely not any form of convenience.
So we can see there where Sam Masters' transponder is.
At least he's got one on.
It's true.
So, heat number 3 then, for the third time tonight. The start marshal walks away, and the tapes rise, away we go. And again, it's a brilliant start from the Belle Vue boys. This isn't again what Leicester wanted. Now, Masters up the inside there of Lidsey. Beautiful ride from Sam Masters. But Luke Becker is about 800 miles behind. He may as well have stayed at home. It's not ideal this for the Lions, and Ben Cook obviously returning from injury. He's holding off Luke Becker quite easily, to be fair. Don't get me wrong, I've got no affiliation to either team, but we just wanted a closer meeting on aggregate, and I think it's almost written in the stars that this race virtually will, if not this one, the next one will virtually wrap the title up for the Aces. Although the battle is getting a lot closer now for third. Luke Becker is all over the back of Ben Cook, but he's not got long enough to get around him. So it's going to be a share of the spoils.
Not enough, is it? It's just not enough.
A first heat win for Leicester. It's not enough.
They're carrying passengers again. We've said this for the last few weeks. To be fair, the wheels have fell off Leicester at the wrong time.
Yeah, it has. I mean, obviously, mid to end of the league season, there was on a roll. They had about 9 or 10 meetings unbeaten, if I remember right.
Yeah, there were a few.
I remember, I think I was at Sheffield for a cup final, and we were talking while I was on the train home. And you said to me that meeting at Kings Lynn was when the wheels started falling off Leicester, and it's proving to be.
So the result of heat number 3 was a win for the rider in red, Sam Masters. Second in white, Jamin Lidsey, and third in yellow, Ben Cook. points divided 3 apiece on the evening, but it keeps Belle Vue's lead on the aggregate, and they're now just 25 points away. Sorry, from wrapping it up.
You know, you look at the program, and you just think on the form that we've seen so far tonight. Never mind heat advantages. Where are Leicester going to get the heat winners from?
I think this next race has got to be Stuart Dixon has got to bring in Drew Kemp in blue for Sam Hagen. And he's not. Sam Hagen gets
And
the
he's
ride.
not.
How dangerous, how vital was that chain coming off in the last one?
Massively vital.
If there's a man who can step up and lead by example, though, it is Dougie.
100% with well, obviously you've seen it at Wolves. I've seen it the past 2 years at Scunny. Is quite good at the riding bike stuff.
He's all right, isn't he?
And like
I
again,
I do understand why Stuart Dixon's left Sam Hagen in to get his ride out of the way, but it's no good getting it out of the way if you end up falling further behind. You'd surely want to be clawing into that aggregate lead now.
You'd want to hope so.
The aggregate lead now up to 22 points. It's almost done, isn't it? It's pretty much done.
If Belle Vue haven't wrapped it all up by heat number 9, then something is wrong.
And we can't even say that the damage was done at home because, you know, Belle Vue are leading here as well. There's just one team up for it at the moment and one team that's not. So the lineup of heat number 4 going off the inside gate in yellow for the Aces, Jake Mulford. Gate number 2 in blue for the Lions, Sam Hagen. Gate 3 in white, his first ride of the evening, the current and now new world number 4, Dan Bewley. And off the outside in red is flying Ryan Douglas.
The new world number 4. He's just the third loser, isn't he?
He's the vice world champion.
Oh, that is the cringiest thing I have ever heard in my life. Never ever say that again.
Hey, I was just copying what Robert Lambert put on his Facebook post, the vice world champion. Becca standing watching the screen, I'd be in the pits wondering why my bike was so slow in that last one, to be honest with you.
It's not looking good for the Lions then. Heat number 4. Tapes rise and away we go. And that was a long wait, but Ryan Douglas has made that a beautiful start there. Now what can Sam Hagen do? Hagen up the inside of Mulford. Great right there from Sam Hagen. Now, can Sam Hagen do Mission Impossible and get around Dan Bewley? Absolutely not, because he's got Jake Mulford all over his rear end, and I'm sure Sam Hagen probably doesn't want Jake Mulford all over his rear end. I'm sure he'd prefer somebody else, but Dougie's still out there, though. He's out in front. He's having fun. He's loving life. And Daniel Bewley's there in second. And to be honest, I can't really see anything changing now, although Bewley has got a lot closer to Douglas. If the little ant that's on my screen can hear this, please go away. Thank you very much. And yeah, last lap to go then. Dougie holding a very good line there. Bewley's all over the rear end of Dougie. He's just got half a lap to see this
Bewley's
through.
nicked it.
Bewley's nicked that.
Bewley's done it.
And Dougie ended up on his bum.
What a ride from Bewley.
Bloody hell has he managed that?
What a ride from Bewley. Yeah, Bewley's got that by about half a bike, in truth.
Dougie just went a bit too wide.
Yeah, it looks to me like Bewley's tight. Although, from that angle, Dougie's got it. I think that could be a dead heat. That's very close.
Transponder job?
Yeah, it will be. I think Bewley's just taken it. But obviously transponders will be in action. Stuart Dixon's off out to take all the shell off and make them run around. This angle might give us a better view. No, that's no. Oh, but for me, Bewley's got that. Dug his wheels off the ground though, so it's hard to tell. I think Bewley's just taken that.
Dougie got that, looking at that.
No,
No,
Bewley's got it.
Bewley.
How's Dougie managed to bollock that up so much? He was
Because
miles clear.
he was part of the Scunthorpe team for the past 2 years that bottled things. He's got very good experience of bottling stuff.
And the result of heat number 4 was a win for the rider in white, Dan Bewley on the line. Second in red, Ryan Douglas. And third in blue. Brilliant ride, actually, from Sam Hagan to come up the inside of Jake Mulford on that second, exiting that second turn. And it's pretty much done, innit? It's pretty much over. Leicester just don't look like they care.
No, they're not. They're not both.
They're not, and they were favourites coming into this final before a week ago on Monday. They just don't look interested. I don't know what Dougie's doing out there. You know Bewley's going to come up the inside. You cover the inside off. So what does he do? Move wide. Brilliant. Fantastic thinking.
You silly sausage. That's Dougie, by the way, not you, Dill. And then he just falls on his bum after.
Sums up Leicester, don't it? Car crash.
Sums up sort of end of August, September time, doesn't it?
We're in the third day of October, mush.
Big up the guy in the background with David Howe's hoodie on. I had one of them once.
And we're going on an ad break on TV. Should we bring Alan in to get his thoughts on the action so far before we take a quick breather?
Oh, if we have to. The only person most insufferable than Belle Vue fans.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, that was a bit disappointing for old Dougie there.
Couple of things, Al. Do you think
Yeah.
Jake Mulford was out of order in Heat 2?
I do. I don't think he needed to ride that hard against. I'm forgetting his name now. Drew Kemp. I don't think he needed to ride like that against Drew Kemp.
I don't think it was deliberate. It was out of control, but I do think you're right.
I think he should have gone for that, if I'm honest.
Heat 4, did Dougie drop a bollock or was Bewley just that good?
No, Dougie dropped the bollock. He should have won that. He was clear. So give Bewley's credit, he won that race, but to be fair, Dougie should have had that in the bag.
Blimey, Alan's speaking. So I ain't having this. Alan's speaking
And Sam
sense.
Hagan even did him a favour in getting into third place to take that heat advantage, and he still dropped the bollock.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Who are you and what have you done with the real Alan?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is it, what do you think now? 5-1, 5-1, 5-1 in the next 3 to have any kind of opportunity?
They're going to need a few 5-1s, at least in the next. They're going to need the big hitters to step up, including Mr. Douglas. He needs to come back from that.
Only one heat winner in the first 4 races for Leicester sums up the night so far for them, doesn't it?
Not very good. Mr. Dixon needs to give them a good Scottish talking to.
Oh God. And on that note, we'll go for a quick breather and have a good Scottish talking to of our own.
So, we're back. We needed that quick 5 minutes there, just to
Regain the will to live.
catch our breath after the thrilling racing that we've had so far.
Oh yeah, edge of your seat.
Don't you forget it. Do you not know this track is the best track in the country, according to all Leicester fans? And if you say one nasty thing about it, they'll be on you like a ton of bricks.
Oh, who cares? It's not the best team in the country, is it? Look at the state of this. And to be fair, for as bad as Leicester have been, Belle Vue have just turned up and done their job a week ago on Monday and tonight, so fair play to them.
As much as it pains me to say it, I can't disagree.
The lineup for heat number 5 then, Leicester's only heat winner of the night so far, goes off the inside gate in red, Sam Masters. Gate 2 in yellow, last in his first ride, Norrit Bladorn. Also last in his first ride, off gate 3 in blue is Luke Becker, and the winner of heat number 1 off the outside in white is Brady Kurtz. I think it's fair to say this will probably be a battle between 1 and 4.
You'd imagine so. And if Brady Kurtz wins this, we know we are getting, in several group chats we are in, Brady Kurtz should be in the GPs.
And if he qualifies tomorrow, fair play, he should. But he shouldn't get a wild card, in my opinion.
No, we've already got one ginger in the series, and that's one too many. Oh, and Big Ange, but he doesn't count because we like him.
Becca needs to show up here. Sam did his job in the first one. Hopefully these two can inspire a bit of a fight back from the Lions.
Yeah, 100%.
You've got to think this is 5-1 or bust.
And that's for the next however many races we've got left.
I'd say for the entire block of this lot, to be honest, 4, 5, 6 and 7, I think there need to be maximums across the board.
So, Start Master walks away for heat number 5. The riders look at the magnets, the tapes rise, away we go.
Oh
It's a decent
my god.
start there for the Start Masters, but Becker's on his bottom, and so is Brady Kurtz.
Becker tried to force Brady out wide and stacked it, and then Brady fell as well.
Personally, I'd exclude Brady, but that's just because he's a Belle Vue rider. Good to see David out going there straight to the aid of Luke Becker to make sure he's.
There's just a little
he's
bit of
all right.
contact there. It's actually Bladorn who sends Kurtz out. I don't know what Kurtz is doing on the floor there. He was well in control. There is contact here though. I think it'll be all 4. It was just bunching, weren't it? Becker had a plan in mind, and he didn't execute it very well.
It's your favourite phrase, Mush.
Brady fell off to ensure Becker couldn't get up and Masters could clear off, because Brady's race was run there. He was in control there, and then just decides to stack it himself. He actually goes on his own.
He does.
That's an interest, because I don't think the contact from Becker is what puts Brady down. He's well in control.
No, it don't.
After that, he just stacks it because that's his race done there.
If only referees actually thought about that.
He definitely. There's no. If he'd have gone the same time as Becker, fair enough. But he carries on and he's in control as well. And then he just decides to slide off. I'd have maybe put Brady Kurtz out for that, to be honest. Depends if the Reds were on before Brady fell off or not.
No, big decision time this.
It'll be all 4 back. The ref will poo his kegs and just give all 4 back. A lot of work going on Drew's bike there.
A big Willie there.
Just what you want in the very compact Leicester pits. A camera crew in there while you're trying to sort out a bike. Brilliant.
It's pretty tiny in there, isn't it?
I was talking to Big Boy about this at Birmingham earlier this year, and he says it takes years off your life expectancy when they're warming up bikes in there, because some clever dick decided to put them back to back facing each other.
I mean, if you're like me and you love the fumes and everything, and that's what you want, but yeah,
David Howes, a busy fella there, sorting Becca's bike out. It's too compact. Just tell them to shift the camera. They're getting in the way.
Just have a great big pole at the end of the pit,
And jab 'em with it.
cable tie a camera to it, and there you've got a perfect pit cam.
It is all full back. I'd expect Brady Kurtz will probably trap here and go and win it, to be honest.
And James Jessup is still as insufferable now as he was in Heat 1.
What's he saying now?
Oh, nothing, he's just insufferable.
Oh. Becker had a plan then, and he nearly executed it right as well.
He did.
That was a very tactical fall off by Brady, in my opinion, though. But he's managed to con Mr. Dishington. She looks a bit wet in the pits, though. Track looks lovely, but the pits looks a tad moist.
It looks a tad damp. And is it just me, or does David Howe look 20 years older than what he actually is?
Speedway makes you feel older than you are. We've got a whole 2 people watching.
I'd imagine one of them's you, Mr. Hodgetts.
Yeah, keeping an eye on the comments. I don't know who the other one is, to be honest.
Whoever you are, get yourself in the comments. We only bite if you have cake or Christmas chocolate.
Same 4 riders, same 4 gates. Ref put all 4 back. We go again for the rerun of Heat 5.
Is it bedside yet?
Nearly is for Leicester's title hopes, to be fair.
And that's why my mother named my baby brother Leicester's title hopes, so we have the same bedtime.
Sam made a beautiful gate there.
Sam going very, very close there to gate 2.
Becker needs to gate as well as, if not better than Brady, to have any hope at all, doesn't he?
Oh, we just hope Brady sheds a chain.
Brady will get straight round the outside and win this, probably.
So, Startmaster walks away again for heat number 5. The green light comes on, the tapes rise, away we go. It's a good start again for Sam Masters there, who gets the lead now. Kurtz back up the inside there, and Bladon's there as well, so it's the Aces now on a 5-1. No, it's not, because Masters is round the outside again of Bladon. And Kurtz is away, he's checked out, he's gone. He said, "Ta-ra, Premier in. I'm going." Now, what can Luke Becker do in third? He's putting a little bit of pressure on Norit Bladon, but if anything, now as I go down the back straight, Norit Bladon's edging away from Becker, and you have to sort of say that's all she wrote. It's the only way I could put it. Really, the title's going back to Belle Vue. God help all of our souls this winter. As we've got 1 lap left to go in heat number 5, by the way. Brady Kurtz still leads. Sam Masters is still just about in second. Noah Badon's still in third. Luke Becker's still in
Darlaston.
Melton Mowbray.
Luke Becker's crap. He might as well have stayed away, hadn't he? As we expected, Brady Kurtz did the business in the rerun. That tactical fall off in the first run-ins worked out dividends for him, innit?
Belle Vue need 18 more points.
Leicester are crap. The result of Heat 5 was a win for the rider in white, Brady Kurtz. Second in red, Sam Masters, and third in yellow, Norit Bladon. Luke Becker was somewhere in California then. So that makes the score 12-18 on the night and 48-72 on aggregate. Belle Vue are pretty much home and hosed. Sam makes the gate, drifts wide, and Brady just cuts straight back underneath him. Thank you very much. Bye. That was all she wrote. Becker was taking a leaf out of Bewley's book, putting his foot down on the straights halfway down. Speedway bugs don't have brakes unless you're Dan Bewley or Luke Becker.
Well, that's very true.
Clever move from Brady, just sent Sam a bit wider than he wanted to be. And that's the difference between the Belle Vue and the Leicester number one. The Belle Vue number one's got a bit of an edge to him now, a ruthless edge at that.
100%. Took his time to find it, but he's got one.
She's a tad bumpy. We've said this already. It's 5-1 or bust, isn't it? That's literally all it is now for Leicester.
5-0. 5-0 or bust. That is it. But I mean, it's like what? They're a lot of points down on aggregate. I can't do the maths.
26 mush.
That they're not catching this up.
24 even.
Yeah, what you said, yeah.
The lineup of heat number 6 going off things are Gate in white. The winner first time out, Dan Bewley. Second, gate number 2 even in red is Max Frick, although it probably will be second and third for Leicester after the running of this, so who knows. Gate 3 in yellow is Norwich Blador, Antivulas, and off the outside in blue Richard Lawson. We're having a mare.
What we're going for then, if you last win?
Norwich Blador.
Yeah, him.
They're both foreign, I suppose.
Well, yeah. They've both got weird names. They both look a bit weird.
They're both
In
decent riders as well. That third place for Norwich Blador now could prove to be vital. You know Norwich's going to probably be crap away, but he's just chipping in where he needs to, isn't he?
He's getting the vital third places.
And that was only his first one, but it was vital over Luke Becker, who at points this season has looked nigh on unbeatable round here, but for the majority of it has looked like he'd rather be somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the only time tonight Luke Becker's been in front of a Belle Vue rider.
So can we exclude Dan Bewley under 2 minutes for not being ready?
Did you see that comment last night about riders angling in off gate 4? In that case, Richard Lawson should be excluded for this. We'll talk about it after the race.
I mean, I probably did, but anyway, tapes rise away. We go to a very good start there for Richard Lawson. Who does he get to the first turn? That could have been carnage there. And to the surprise of absolutely nobody, Dan Bewley is out in front, and we're off to bed for the race. Yeah.
He's miles clear. There is no race.
I do apologise.
It's a walk in the park for Bewley. This he could get off and stroll.
And he'd still win this.
There's some distance there.
It's not the easiest race to commentate on, so I do sincerely apologise. We've got one last lap of this torture to go. Thank Jesus Christ, Lord. If Leicester Promotion are listening to this, just get to Heat 10 and call it.
And that was all she wrote. There's Peachy, are it? Definitely.
I believe Peachy is there.
It looked like Peachy. Bewley was he was ruthless on Richard Lawson on the back straight, but it's a final. You know, Lawson would have done the exact same if the shoe was on the other foot.
Oh, 100%.
Just give him the trophy now. The result of heat number 6 was a win for the rider in white, Dan Bewley. Second in red, Max Frick, and third in blue, Richard Lawson. The Belle Vue heat leaders look up for it, the Brummies don't. It's as simple as that. The Lions even. It has been there. Well, it's the red and the yellow in it.
It's the same in it.
And they're both as crap as each other, to be fair. It looked worse from behind than it did from that angle, actually. Richard Lawson saw it coming, I think, but Max Frick was absolutely nowhere again. One number one has turned up and the other one's just not. And with the rumours circulating of Max Frick going back to Belle Vue next year, one may have a conspiracy theory.
Nice little brown envelope from Mr. Lemon.
That was a bad attempt of a wheelie from the ginger there. There's old Elliot.
That was just to go back to my old professional commentating days, that was wheelie crap.
Drew Kemp's back out here. Hopefully he's got his bike sorted. It's not an easy race to come into, though, against Jamin Liddy and Ben Cook.
Scunny 2023 dream team out here.
Is that
Leicester
a season?
really,
Is that a season they bottled?
last season, Mush.
Yeah, they bottled that. It doesn't get any better for Leicester, does it?
Don't get any easier.
The full lineup of heat number 7 then, going off the inside gate in red, just beaten on the line in his first one, Ryan Douglas. Gate 2 in white, Jamin Liddy. Gate 3 in blue, harshly I think, treated in heat 2 when Jake Mulford took his chain with him. Is Drew Kemp, and off the outside in yellow, Ben Cook.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Drew will be fired up. Dougie won't have liked being beat, but he will be a little bit embarrassed. He ended up on his bum.
Yeah, hopefully both these lions have got some fire in the belly and they can take it out on Jam Jar and the Cookster.
Kemp's on the same bike, so whatever the issue was, they did manage
How
to
the
get it
bloody hell
sorted.
could he be on the same bike? That other bike was more knackered than what I've seen in skips.
I know. So it'll probably get to it'll probably get to the first turn, and then it'll be on the centre green.
Mr. Dixon doesn't look very happy.
He's Scottish. He never does.
To be fair, neither does Alan.
It's true. It's very true.
There's no 5-1 or bust anymore. It's all over as a tie, if you ask me.
It is.
Start Marshall walks away for heat number 7. The tapes rise, away we go. It's a very good start there for Ryan Douglas, to be fair. It's a fair play to Dougie for that. Drew Kemp's a million miles behind again. And the Belle Vue boys are in 2nd and 3rd. It's Jamin Liddy that's in 2nd. Ben Cook that's in 3rd. If you are interested. Dougie's still winning, so no doubt he's going to bottle it on the last lap and give J-Mo the win, because Aussies. Poor Drew Kemp is the only British lad in this race. The rest are all of them bloody Aussies taking all our British riders' jobs as we go into the 3rd lap.
I've just read
not
the
a lot.
results in already. Nothing's going to change, is it? To be honest.
Well, we said this, and look at Dougie last time. I'm not writing out till about this time in a lap. But yeah, you can't see anything change. And you know what? I'm just going to start writing my programming now. Even Dougie's not going to bottle this. 3-3, 18-24. Oh, Dougie won that one, by the way. Thought I'd let you know while I was doing my maths.
Drew's confidence has gone. That first race has took all of his confidence. He gave up on the last lap
100%.
then. He's a very heart on your sleeve rider, any Kemp. If it's not going well, he's not going well.
No. It's a shame because I do really like Drew as a person and a rider, but you know, it's not nice to see someone like Drew struggling.
It's now, I think, just a case for Leicester of trying to win on the night, isn't it?
They're not even going to win the meeting, Mush.
The result of heat number 7 was a win for the rider in red, Ryan Douglas. 2nd in white, Jamin Liddy, and 3rd in yellow, Ben Cook. That race has just taken all of Drew's confidence. It's that simple, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, in fairness, you probably wouldn't have you wouldn't have expected Drew to have scored in that anyway. But it's just, yeah.
Track's very bumpy, man.
No wonder Dougie's excelling on it then, because he's had 2 years at a very bumpy scunny.
There's dirt on this, though. Not a lot of it, but there is some.
Not a great deal, right? But, you know.
It's remarkable that Ben Cook's back up and riding after such a bad crash just 2 weeks ago, innit?
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, a lot of the BSF people / Facebook said he should have been out for longer, which is something I wouldn't mind actually asking your opinion of. And I would ask Alan's, but he's a bit stupid and probably don't know what I'm on about.
I don't know.
All other sports, you have a concussion period of a minimum of 3 weeks.
3 weeks, I think, is too long.
With
To be honest,
with us, it's 9 days.
it's one of them. Concussion
Now,
can vary.
mm,
But I don't know, if he feels fine and he's passed all the concussion tests and stuff, I don't think there's any reason why he shouldn't be riding.
mm,
But Belle Vue fans are off to the bar to get the pre-drinks in.
I dread to be a barmaid today.
It's a lot of high vises. That high vis is bigger than the kid.
So we've got a thing at Leicester. Anyone that goes onto the centre green has to wear a high vis,
I think
unless
that's
you're a
quite
start
sensible.
marshal.
I think that's quite sensible.
Because when I went to do not an amateur meeting there, a practice session there, because I've been used to, when I do it at Scunny, I just wear my own kit. And Stuart Dixon asked me if I'd put a high vis on. And I'm going to have to wear a bloody high vis there on Sunday.
I mean, it is like if you go to a factory or something. If you go into a factory and you go on the shop floor, you have to put a high vis on. Essentially, you're in their workplace, ain't you? And if you've got a high vis on and a tractor hits you, that's kind of, that's on them.
100%.
They've took all the safety precautions they can with that.
If anybody that is watching is at Leicester for the amateur meeting on Sunday, please, please, please sneak some beer in your bag, sneak some cake and some biscuits and some snacks, and come and join me on the start line and we'll have a beer and a snack, all provided by you, of course, because I work for Rob Godfrey and I'm too tight to buy it myself.
Should we have a quick 5 minutes, Mush, while there's the ad break?
Go on then. We're back. Hi. If you're a Belle Vue fan watching, congrats, you've won the title.
Probably
Not
officially in
mathematically.
about, I was going to say, probably officially in about 2 minutes as well.
You're giving it as long as that.
Yeah. Well, there's 7 heats left after this one, and if it's 5 runs across the board.
I mean, let's be honest. They only need 12 race points.
They do,
They're probably going to get that in 3 heats.
Oh yeah, it'll be done by the next track grade.
We may as well just get to heat 10 and call it a night.
Leicester will want to win on the night to send out the season, the fans home happy-ish. You can never be happy when you've lost, but at least if you've won on the night, you've done what you can do at home. The lineup for heat number 8, then going off the inside gate in blue for the Lions. Good ride last time out actually for Sam Hagan. Gate 2 in yellow, Jake Mulford. Gate 3 in red, Richard Lawson, who, let's be honest, hasn't been his brilliant best tonight.
No.
And off the outside in white, Norwich Bladorn.
This is the race either Richard Lawson
Turns up.
has it, or Norwich makes it his.
Jake Mulford could spring a surprise. He did a couple of them last night, to be fair.
Or Jake. And we just sort of writing Sam Hagan off.
He had a bit more speed last time out, but he very much relies on that outside line, doesn't he, Hagan? He does the first bend on the mid-track area and then he moves out wide.
Still say this move to Leicester for Sam Hagan hasn't done him any good.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is that a different start, Marshall?
They've got a couple, so I think they just take it in turns. He's one of the old boys that did Peterborough, not Capesy, but Capesy's mate. Dodgy Darren, as we call him.
Wonder why.
Because his name's Darren and he's dodgy. Green lights on for Heat 8, away we go. Then it's a decent start there for Jake Mulford, but it's Richard Lawson that takes the lead as we come into the first bend. And now what can Bladorn and Mulford do? It's still Lawson that has the lead. Sam Hagan's at the back to the surprise of absolutely nobody. It's going to be a 3-3. Fill your programmes in now, folks. Red, white, yellow, and that is it.
Sam Hagan had a nibble at that start.
You can't fault him. It looked quite nice. I'm getting hungry now, and I ain't got out in. But yeah, Richard Lawson's there out front. Norwich Bladorn's there in second. Jake Mulford's in third. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was at the Championship Grand Final at Leicester about 5 years ago. It was quite boring then. This isn't much better. And we're on the last lap, so we've only got another 15 seconds of this torturous race left to go. And as we come round bends 3 and 4 for the last time in heat number 8, Richard Lawson wins.
Belle Vue need 9 points. Good ride from Lawson. Sam Hagan definitely had a nibble and punished himself. It's just about the riders, you know. I'd imagine that a couple of them will move on for next year. It's just about them sort of giving the fans one last effort and then saying their goodbyes and stuff.
Innit?
Yeah. The result of heat number 8 was a win for the rider in red, Richard Lawson. Second in white, Norwich Bladorn, and third in yellow, Jake Mulford. Makes the scores on the night 21-27 and the aggregate score 57-81, and Belle Vue need 9.
That they do.
And you can almost certainly write Becker in for a last year, or unless he decides to beat Vuelas.
It's already written in my programme.
and Masters needs to lower Bewley's colours without Bewley pulled away in that last one. I can't see that happening, I won't lie.
It isn't happening, is it? This has got Leicester 4-2 written all over it.
Belle Vue 4-2.
That.
And Richard Lawson's busy schedule continues. He's at Oxford on Saturday. He's back at Poole next Wednesday.
And then there's just a knockout cup final, isn't there?
And they've still got that to do, yeah.
According to our resident insufferable thing, He's put in the chat. A guy next to him said we could send Jessup out now and still win the title.
Got a point.
That's how bad it is.
Got a point. Leicester just
So
need
good.
to give the fans something to shout about now, don't they? Belle Vue have done really good at keeping the fans quiet as well.
But now, we know it's going to get worse.
The lineup of heat number 9 going off the inside gate in blue, yet to score. Luke Becker, gate 2 in white, yet to be beaten by a Leicester rider, Dan Bewley. Gate 3 in red, beaten last time out by Brady Kurtz, Sam Masters. And off the outside in yellow, Anti-Vulas. Who's just here,
Yeah,
but still has 3 more points than Luke Becker.
and looks a bit more like Harry Potter's love child.
Luke's so small and he's tiny.
Oh, he's a midget. Put him and Tofty back to back, and you'd probably be about the same. And that flashing light on the transponder, if you have it there, it's got to be off-putting,
It
isn't it?
has, isn't it? Obviously it needs to be on because that means the power's on, but you know, you see that flashing at you. Surely they could like cover it up or something.
Or just like put the transponder on the other way around.
Or do that, yeah.
I don't know.
Don't suggest smart ideas. It's speedway, nothing's straightforward.
Exactly. Could be worse. It could work for the chairman. So the start bash they walked away for heat number 9. The tapes rise now, and away we go. And to the surprise of no one, Dan Bewley got there first, and a little bit of carnage there. But whoa, what the bloody hell was Anti-Vulas doing there? But Dan Bewley's leading, Sam Masters in second. It's a big battle for third with Anti-Vulas and Luke Becker, and if Luke Becker's not careful, he's going to get kicked off by Anti-Vulas. But Luke Becker just wanted me to ruin my programme. Good job I haven't paid a £5 for it like James Jessup has.
£5 for the programme?
A £5 for a programme. Madness, innit? As we go into the third lap now, Daniel Bewley still has the lead.
He's just gone.
He's gone. He's gone to a reception at Travelodge. Said, "There's my key. I'm checking out." And that's literally it. He's that far ahead. He could be in Doncaster. So Bewley wins, and Masters comes second.
6 points is all Belle Vue need, and I think mathematically, barring 5-0, it's done.
Yeah, only a mere 24 points ahead on aggregate.
Bewley's looks untouchable. I fear for Leicester in Heat 13, I'll be honest.
Now, the Belle Vue boys won't care at that point because the title will be wrapped up. After this race, the Belle Vue boys won't care because the title will be wrapped up.
The result of heat number 9 was a win for the rider in white, Dan Bewley, second in red, Sam Masters, and third in blue, Luke Becker, scoring his first point of the night.
About time, really, if you ask me.
Leicester both make a good start. Bewley just sticks his wheel in the dirt and away he goes. Vulas was trying to kill everybody down the back straight on the first lap.
That's all Vulas has done all year. Just wants to kill everybody. No wonder he looks like Harry Potter. Well, if anything, that's tickled your pickle for the evening.
Can't take you anywhere.
No, I agree. Brum's Christmas party is going to be fun, isn't it?
Max Rick needs to turn up. Leicester just need to win on the night now, and if they do, they need a 5-1 here. If they've got any hope at all. He needs to turn up. He's been poor, hasn't he, in both legs?
He has been very poor. Very poor.
We're all ready for these lot to bring out the gold merchandise next year. Champions! Here's
Next
one.
year. It's just sat on the online shop waiting to be released.
Here's one. Do Belle Vue win the league if Ipswich don't have the injuries that they've had?
If Ipswich didn't have the injuries, it wouldn't be a Leicester Belle Vue final.
No. The line of feet number 10 going off the inside gate in blue for the Lions, Richard Lawson. Gate 2 in yellow for the Aces, Ben Cook. Gate 3 in red for the Lions, Max Frick. And off the outside in white, Jamin Lindsay. Ben Cook's coming back from a serious injury, concussion thing, so you can understand him. But Max Frick has scored 3 points from 2 rides so far. It's just not good enough, is it? It's as simple as that.
No, not the best, like, is it? But at least they've invested in a nice little stage for the trophy presentation for this year.
They keep showing us back to the pits, even they're bored of the action.
Dread to think what this crowd feel like.
Cold.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm sat at home with the eating on.
Eating? Oh God.
Oh no. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Lawson's gonna have to get a chop on, otherwise he could be finding himself back in the pits sooner than he thinks.
Don't you go saying that to Richard Lawson.
Or Jeffrey Marshall.
Or him. That Marshall walks away then for heat number 10. Oh my Jesus Christ, Lord God save us all. Max Frick has decided to turn up. Jesus. So it might not all be decided in this race. The Leicester boys are on that 5-1 that they've needed for 10 heats. So I think they've gone the other way around and gone bust and then thought, oh, we'll get a 5-1 now we've lost it. Great thinking, Leicester. Love it. So Max Frick still in lead. Richard Lawson's still second. Jeremy Lidsley's still third. Ben Cook still at the back. Write your programmes in now, folks, to be honest. I know I am. And if I make a mess, it's all Belle Vue's fault. We've only got one lap left to go. 24, 5, 29, 29, 31, 85, 65. Oh, and it was a 5-1 to Belle Vue as well, by the way.
That was a brilliant first turn from Max Frick. Did what he had to do there. Richard Lawson made the gate. Max Frick sent Jamon Lindsay back to the pits via the fence. That was all done. It's just 8 heats too late, isn't it? It's just 8 heats too late.
And mush.
Yeah, but they could have got away with a couple of shared heats, but not.
Yeah. Stefan is celebrating like they've won the league.
Just a mere 20 points now.
Embrace it, Leicester people. Embrace it.
The result of heat number 10 was a win for the rider in red, Max Frick, second in blue, Richard Lawson, and third in white, Jamin Lindsay. Brings the scores on the night closer anyway at 29-31, as Palmer said, aggregate 65-85. And if Belle Vue get a 5-1 in the next race, it's done.
It's done.
And I saw Sam Hagan in the pits in the blue helmet, so I'd imagine he's coming in to partner Dougie here.
It's done.
Brilliant first turn. Richard
Great
Lawson
first
makes
turn
a great
from Frick,
start.
isn't it?
Frick knew exactly what he was doing.
He knew what.
Ben Cook took it smart at the back.
Yeah, he did.
It's just a bit too late, isn't it? For the Watling JCB Lions. Sam Hagan is in blue.
That's true.
Well, Sam had his helmet on a minute ago.
That's definitely Drew. But it's Drew's bike that's out there. I'm sure it is.
I can't see him.
Camera, we don't want to see Norrick, who's in blue mush. No, that's Drew.
Oh, you're ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Dear, oh dear. 5-1 again, or out in it, really. And
I
these
mean-
these two are going to be a little bit more difficult to get a 5-1 against, especially the fella in white.
You know, according to James Jessup, Grand Prix world champion next year.
Yeah.
According to James Jessup, he is our only hope to beat Bartosz.
No, he's not. The lineup of hit
No,
number 11,
I
going off the
agree.
inside gate in white for the Aces, Max Frick. Gate 2 in red, Ryan Douglas. Gate 3 in yellow, Norwich Bladorn. And off the outside in blue, Drew Kemp. 5-1 to Belle Vue and it's all over. How fitting would it be if Norwich, who's notoriously crap away, were to get the paid win or win here to seal the deal?
But just like he did at Sheffield 2 years ago.
Yeah, just like that, yeah.
Oh, who was it? He was. I want to say it was Tom Brennan
Possibly.
who got the 5-1 in 8-14 to win it.
At this rate, we might
That
be
was a
wrapped up by
relief.
9 o'clock. Although, when Belle Vue win, they're going to be celebrating for 20 minutes, so we've got to suffer with them for the bit. Well, Callum's got his finger ready on that button to kick Jessup.
What, the same Callum that's not even watching the meeting because he's catching up with other events,
Yeah, that.
like watching Hollyoaks.
Waterloo Road, weren't it?
So one of the two. Tapes has risen, by the way, on Heat 11. So we was just having a little chin wag between ourselves as the ultimate professionals that we are. The race is now a full lap old, and Brady Kurtz has the lead. Doug is in second. Norwick's in third. Drew's at the back. Now it's going to change. And then Belle Vue will just need one single race point in heat number 12, which you'd expect them to get. And yeah, this is it. This is virtually the race that wins Belle Vue the title. And all the Belle Vue fans are going to be very insufferable for the next 6 months. God help us all. God save the king. And yeah. That is virtually it. That's all she wrote.
Pretty much. It will be mathematically confirmed in the next one, but I don't know what these lot are cheering like this for. They're still 1 point mathematically out.
How could they cheer like that? Brady Kurtz beat Drew Kemp.
No, it looks like it's mathematically done now. But they ain't going to get the 5-0s. They ain't going to get 5-0, are they? So
Not all the way, they're not.
I hope Norwich gets these bumps as well. He was in that race too. He's walking up like, I want bumps.
Oh no. He just gets a cuddle from Mark Lemon.
No, I want the bumps.
Everybody there just seems happy. I wonder what it's like to win a league. I haven't done it for a while.
No, mate. 2016 was our last one.
2012 was our last.
Phil McGlynn strolling into the pits to get his shots. But that's it. Belle Vue are league champions. Still 4 races to go with this meeting. But that's done, and it was a win for the rider in white, Brady Kurtz. Second in red, Ryan Douglas. And third in yellow, Norwich Bladorn. It's game over.
Game over, he says.
Now Brady's just got that nice short flight out to Party Bits for tomorrow's GP Challenge after this, so I imagine Mark Lemon won't give him 8.15 after.
Oh, I hope he gives him 2 bottles of champers to have tonight.
Fails the breath test.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, that's all she wrote. Call the meeting off now because there's no point running the other races.
Just an opportunity to quickly touch on our next watch along. Oh God, here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
And obviously
If
now
you suffer with-
Leicester have still got to try and... Is that Phil Mullard? That was definitely Phil Mullard.
Of course it is. You can't not see Phil Mullard. Have you seen the size of him?
And now Leicester have got to try and pick themselves up to carry on and try and win on the night now.
How? It's one of them. How do you mentally, knowing that you've just bollocksed the biggest meeting of your season. You've just completely and utterly bollocksed it. Everybody else is celebrating. How do you mentally go into the next few races?
Nah, it's true. It's very true. And for Leicester now, it's just about letting their riders have their rides, seat out. Who's this fella?
Don't know.
So
Just an
Will
imposter.
Cairns?
Could be.
Think it might be, you know.
Would make sense. No other child would be allowed on the track like that.
No other child would have an official monster snapback either. That looked like
That is
Will
very
Cairns.
true.
He's a Belle Vue Colts rider, isn't he? So
He is.
yeah, I think that might have been William Cairns. So our next watch along will be next Wednesday, weather depending, when Poole and Oxford are scheduled to contest their second leg. Let's have a look what the weather's like for Oxford on Saturday to see if that meeting will go ahead.
I hope it goes ahead. I need something to do on Saturday evening.
Saturday looks fine, yeah. Saturday should be okay. Just a bit of
Oh, good.
sunshine. What does Poole look like next Wednesday? Tad bit moist at Poole next Wednesday.
That'd be right.
Nah, that won't be right. Heavy rain from 9 AM till 8 PM in Poole next Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll change by then. We've still got 6 days to go. I don't know. Numbers.
What are them again?
I wish I could tell you much.
Shall we have a quick
Only
breather?
time I really stuck at... Go on then.
Only time you stuck at what?
Only time I'm good at numbers is when I'm looking at them in my bank account.
What, no,
And it's not very, it's not very often that happens.
We'll come back once the racing starts again.
Okie dokie. So we're back. Belle Vue are champions. It's all we could say, really.
Sam
Yeah,
Hagan keeps
Heat
his
12
place.
comes up.
Yeah, it's just about winning on the night now, isn't it? The lineup 4. Heat number 12 going off the inside gate in yellow for the new champions, Anti-Vulas. Gate 2 in red, Sam Masters. Gate 3 in white, Jamin Lidsey. And off the outside in blue, Sam Hagan.
You know, what a debut British season it has been for Anti-Vulas.
Semi-final for Workington. Champions with Belle Vue after coming in when Tajishki got injured.
Exactly.
Stuff dreams are made of. Now the question is, 100%. Will he come back next year? Because obviously silly season's here and the rumours are swirling.
Silly season's already started. For me, Belle Vue would be stupid not to keep him, but Belle Vue is stupid anyway, so... Well, I say the stupid, they've got James Jessup as a supporter.
Apologies to any headphone users.
Don't use headphones. Unless you really, really have to.
Like you spent 30 quid on some the other day.
Yeah, but I needed them. For my mobile cellular device. So, heat number 12, away we go. And it's a very good start there for Samuel Masters. It's the Belle Vue boys there in second and third, with Jam Jar looking to put Masters under some pressure. But
Hagan.
good ride there from Sam Hagan to come up the inside there of Vulas. Now can Vulas go back around the outside? Lucky there's no one on his outside, otherwise he'd just be kicking somebody off rather than kicking the air. If someone wants to tell Anthony Vulas there's a fence there and he can't park his motorcycle in there, that would be great. Thanks. As we go into lap number 3. Sam Masters still has the lead. Jamin Lids is still in second. Sam Hagan still in third. Anti-Vulas is still at the back. And I can't really see anything changing at this point. So we'll talk you through the final lap of heat number 12 of this grand final. That's all over. Masters still leads. Lids is still in second. Hagan's still in third. And yeah. And just that's how we finish.
Honestly, if I was Stuart Dixon, I'd give Sam Hagan Drew Kemp's last ride in 14 as well. I think he's more than earned that tonight, if I'm honest.
Is that a decent night?
Let's be honest, since his issues in Heat 2, Drew Kemp's been crap, innit? And obviously when you've got a guest in, you always, if you can, you give your own riders the rides. So I'd give it to Hagan personally. The result
100%.
Heat number 12 was a win for the rider in red, Sam Masters. Second in white, Jamie Lidsey. And third in blue, Sam Hagan. Sam Hagan comes round on a lap of honour. So maybe he's night over. I know Stuart Dixon won't gain anything from swapping Kemp out, but gives Hagan another 4 laps to, if he's potentially a rising star again next year and back at Leicester. You just never know, do you?
No, that is it. Anything could happen. No, it's a silly season now again, innit? So
it is, and we'll be covering all of that on Shoot Some Shale, powered by
D&D Media.
Us.
Yeah. We have got some very interesting, entertaining winter plans.
We have a fear for Leicester here. I really fear for Leicester in this one.
Nah, the two gingers won't.
Kurtz and Bewley have looked unbeatable.
Because they have been unbeaten?
They've looked, and no one's got near them. The closest people have been is off the start. I just sent a message in the Brummies Supporters Club Media chat I'm in, just saying, well, at least we beat the eventual champions earlier in the season on telly. That's a win, right? Joint champions.
Basically a win. It's on YouTube as well if you really wanted to watch it back. Big up Vaclav Milik and Piotr Paulicki from back in the day.
The lineup of heat number 13 going off the inside gate in red, Max Frick gate 2 in white, unbeaten so far, Brady Kurtz, Gate 3 in blue, Ryan Douglas. And off the outside in yellow, also unbeaten so far, Daniel Bewley. Is there going to be a maximum go here? Is there going to be 2? Or is it just going to be a 5-1 to Belle Vue to pretty much sew up the win on the night as well? Max Frick looked better last time out.
We've only had 7 of them, so I reckon this will be another 3-3 just to even it out a bit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Brady's done his job tonight. The league's won, so he's just got to ride safe for that meeting tomorrow that he's in.
It's a pretty important one, isn't it?
Imagine the scenes. Paco Castagna qualifies for the GPs.
And Brady Kurtz doesn't.
Brady Kurtz finishes 5th.
Jessup might have a Connery or something can break down and start a petition to get Brady Kurtz a wild card because he deserves it.
He deserves it because he's ginger and he won the league. Like, mate, he's not even in the extra league.
No.
So the green lights are on then for number 13 tapes rise. Away we go. Oh my god, them two are out in front once again. Do I even have to say anything? Yeah, Dan Bewley's winning. Brady Kurtz is second. Max Frick's in third. Dougie's struggling towards the rear of the field. And I can't see out changing really, can you?
No. Writing it in as we speak.
Well, if you're writing it in, I'll write mine in as well. 1, no. I wish my pens begin to work again. 1, no.
Stuart
2,
Dixon wishes
3.
his riders started working.
36, 42. That is 72. 96. 1 for him. 0 for him. 2 for him. 3 for him. Oh, and just like that, fully programming and the race finishes.
Bang, and the race is gone.
Exactly that.
And if rumours are to be believed, which obviously we know that you can only take them with a pinch of salt, if Dan Bewley doesn't get E15, that potentially was Dan Bewley's last race as a Belle Vue rider.
Very, 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 very true. And Bewley looking like he's off to say goodbyes to the Belle Vue crowd.
You'd be forgiven for thinking Leicester were the home team tonight, wouldn't you?
Mm.
So the result of heat number 13 was a win for the rider in yellow, Dan Bewley. Second in white was Brady Kurtz, and third in red, Max Frick. The night's score now 36-42. The aggregate score, as Palmer said, 72-96. 2 races to go. Leicester will just be glad when this is over. 3-3 here, and Belle Vue will win on the night as well.
Leicester won't be the only people that are glad that it's over.
They look untouchable, these two, don't they? Bewley looks rapid, considering last time he came to this track he ended up in an ambulance.
Yeah, 100%. We covered that, I do believe, as well.
We did, yeah. That was the 55-35 one. All week, Leicester have been talking about they've beaten by 50 to 30 odd. That's just fired Belle Vue up, if anything, by the looks of it.
I mean, they're not gonna win on the night.
Not if it's a shared heat this time out. And to be fair, Luke Becker's in who scored 1. Drew Kemp retains his place. This is where Ben Cook finally wins a race tonight, innit?
It is, isn't it?
And I would not be surprised in the least to see Jake Mulford in second either.
Mulford's earned it.
He's done really well tonight. I reckon it was Jake Mulford signing and bringing those champions Kevlars in from the last season.
So all it can be.
Battle of the small fellas as well. Ben Cook off 1, Becker off 4. The lineup of heat number 14 going off the inside gate in white for the Aces. Ben Cook, gate 2 in blue. Been a bit unlucky tonight, to be fair. Drew Kemp, gate 3 in yellow is Jake Mulford, and off the outside in red, Luke Becker. On paper, looking at them scores, this is a 5-1 to Belle Vue.
Not another one.
Drew Kemp is unlucky. He was very quick actually in heat 2, and that chain just completely ruined any momentum he had.
Mr. Dixon giving Mr. Frick an absolute completed utter Andy Harrison style bollocking there.
How did Luke get on in that meeting today?
Absolutely shite. I think he got about 3 points.
Bit more exposure overseas though, innit?
He got 1 point more than Ashton Bowden. The best Brit in that meeting was Luke Colleen, who got 7. But to the surprise of no one, I believe it was Nazar Parnitsky from Ukraine that won it. That was second in GP2 the other week. So, Heat 14, tapes rise again, away we go. Just as you predicted, Belle Vue 5-1 on the cards, unless Luke Becker has something to say about it. Luke Becker knocks on the door, says, "Hello, my name's Luke Becker, can I join your party?" And Ben Cook's just like, "Oh yes, of course you can, the more the merrier." Oh, and Drew Kemp's past Jake Mulford. Drew Kemp's past Jake Mulford to get into third. So that Belle Vue 5-1 quickly turns into a 4-2. And, yeah.
That was new.
Well, you know, I'm just practicing some material for next season. But yeah, just thought, why not?
Mulford looks quicker than Kemp.
He does. Shot looks a bit bumpy. Luke Becker's come to the party, and now Luke Becker's going home.
Drew Kemp gets a point, and I think he absolutely deserves a point, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
He's definitely worked harder than he wouldn't have deserved a 0.
No.
It's easy to say certain riders would have done better, it could have been different, but Belle Vue just wanted it more on the night. And other than a 5-0, Leicester are going to lose. If it's a 5-1, it'll go to a draw, but I can't imagine there's going to be a superheat in this because nobody cares. The result of Heat 14 was a win for the rider in red, Luke Becker, second in white, Ben Cook, and third in blue, Drew Kemp, who came knocking at the door and was invited in. God, blimey.
Well, if anything, right, we've had some very different lines this evening.
Or the merrier.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is what I say at an all-you-can-eat buffet. The more the merrier.
You know what else has been really refreshing tonight?
What?
I've just looked through my programme. We've had no reserves changes at all night.
Who'd you put in Heat 15 then, looking at your programme?
I was Belle Vue. I'd go Norwich Bladon and Anti-View last. Give them an extra couple of an extra few laps.
I'd imagine Dan and Brady will want to wrap up their maximums, but if I was Brady in particular, I'd certainly be thinking twice about that.
Brady'd just be like, "Enjoy your celebrations, chaps. I'm off to Paradise or whatever the bloody hell it's called."
Hardly bits.
That.
Should we go on a quick break while these have one, and then we'll come back with the line-up in a minute?
Go on then. And this is it, the last hurrah of the Row Motor Oil Premiership for 2024. I can hear some of you very disappointed. Some of you saying, thank the Lord that is over.
Phil Mullard, front and centre, living his best life. That looks like Richard Lawson and Sam Masters are going for Leicester. That was their 2 bikes there anyway.
Who knows? I mean, Alan will probably try and find out for us.
I'd imagine it'll be Brady and Bewley. I just don't see Brady wanting to give up on a maximum without having all 5.
Yeah, 100%.
Although I do think riders like Jamin Lidsey and Tivulas in particular have really stepped up recently, so maybe they deserve it. I don't know. I'm sure Alan will tell us in our little chat who's going where and who they are.
I mean, it'd be nice of him if he could.
Wouldn't it?
You know, we don't take him on as our part of the community for nothing.
And yeah, we'll be back next Wednesday with another one, weather dependent, obviously. Alan's typing.
Where's the gold merch, Mr. Lemon?
Sam red
Ba-dum.
1, Lawson blue 3. I'd imagine it'll be Kurtz and Bewley for these.
Is our President Scott typing in that chat, sir?
Not just yet. He's probably listening to Mark Lemon talking his exciting words. The fella could bore the dead to sleep. Oh, he's typing.
We won the lead.
We have
He's
typing.
typing.
Oh. Quick, everyone, hold on to your woolly hats. It's about to get spicy. He's stopped. He's off again.
Yay!
He got cramp.
Oh,
Bewley and Lidsey.
interesting.
Smart move to stand Brady Kurtz down for this, with obviously having to get out to party bits.
Hopefully he's sent his bikes over there so we could just hop on a nice little flight back to Czech.
For one final time tonight, we bring the line up with Leicester taking 1 and 3, or whoever won the toss taking the other gates. You know what I mean. Belle Vue won, didn't they? So yeah, Leicester off 1 and 3, opting for those. The full lineup of heat number 15, bringing down the curtain on the Premiership season for 2024. Going off the inside gate in red for the Lions is Sam Masters. Gate 2 in white for the Aces is Dan Bewley. Gate 3 in blue for the Lions is Richard Lawson. And off the outside in yellow is Jamin Lidsey. The only question left to ask is, can Bewley complete his 5-ride full maximum? Or can one of Masters or Lawson stop him?
Probably not. Can't see it
Jamin
happening.
Lidsey will probably win this one now, just to ruin it.
I mean, it would make sense for him to have a 3 on his scorecard. Interesting fact that's just come up on my Facebook. Something that everybody will be interested in. Just a heads up, tomorrow night it will get dark.
Hey?
Massive insight there for from Facebook. So it will be dark tomorrow night.
I'm looking out the window and it looks quite dark now, to be honest.
We just get the same again, just in 24 hours time. How lucky are we?
Just a day closer to death.
Yeah, that's all I say anyway, Mush. So, for the last time in the Premiership this season, tapes rise, away we go. And to the surprise of nobody, it's Dan Bewley that makes the start, but the Sam Masters about to go around the outside of him. And now Dan Bewley decides to go around the outside again of Sam Masters. Jamie Lids is there. Oh my God, we've seen passing at Leicester. Stop the world, because everybody's going to rave about how this has been the greatest final ever, because we saw a pass in Heat 15 on the first lap. Party's already been cancelled. Everybody's going home. There's no point knocking at the door to see if you could come in. Oh my God! Mark Lemon's got a smile on his face. The world is ending. It's 2012 all over again. The world's about to end. So hang on to your hats, folks. If you are watching, of course. As in about the next 5 seconds, the world will just end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is that. That's the end of the world.
Sam Masters thought it was Oxford and Poole then. He did Richard Lawson absolutely no favours on that first lap. Left a nice big gap, sent Lawson to the fence. Jamie Lidsey said, thank you very much. You two have a little disagreement about that. We'll clear off. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That was all she wrote.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
These Belle Vue lot look a little bit special, don't they?
They are really a very certain kind of special, aren't they?
I'll do the scorers in a second, and then Palmer can outro us. We ain't going to sit and watch a trophy presentation, because to be honest, we can't be arsed. So
Exactly.
The result of heat number 15 was a win for the rider in white, completing his 5-ride maximum, Dan Bewley. Second in yellow, Jamie Lidsey, and third in red, Samuel Masters. Makes the final score on the night 41 to the Lions, 49 to the Aces, and the aggregate score 77 to Leicester, 103 to Belle Vue. The individual scores for the Lions: Max Frick scored 7+1, Richard Lawson 8+2, Sam Masters 11, Luke Becker 4+1, Ryan Douglas 7, Drew Kemp 1, Sam Hagan 3+1. For Belle Vue, Brady Kurtz scored a 4-ride maximum of 11+1, Norrit Bladorn 4+4, just 4. Jamie Lidsey 9 and 1. Ben Cook 4+2, Dan Bewley a full 5-ride 15-point max, Anti-View last 3, and Jake Mulford 3+2.
Yeah. Yeah, that, yeah. So that's it for the Premiership for 2024.
We definitely started a little bit too late doing these, didn't we? Because these ones have been fun.
Yeah, well, we do intend to bring you some more Discovery-style watch-alongs next season, and who knows, if we could both be available on a Saturday evening, we might even have to do one for a GP.
Yeah,
but
maybe Manchester.
I try to forget they've got one. But yeah, I could just say we was both way off with our predictions at the start.
It was written in the stars. As soon as Alan agreed with you, that was it.
Pretty much. It's all Alan's fault. But yeah, from us, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday, 6 days' time, weather permitting, for the second leg of Poole versus Oxford. And from me, it's a very good night.